World War III and its consequences. In the history of humanity, conflicts have always left indelible scars. Today, as we face increasing global tension, many wonder, are we truly on the brink of World War III? This documentary will explore the causes, hotspots of tension, and consequences of a potential global conflict. From modern geopolitics to military technologies, we will embark on a journey that highlights the challenges of our time. The roots of conflict. To understand the present, it is essential to look at the past. The world wars of the 20th century were fueled by a complex series of factors: nationalism, imperialism, and strategic alliances. Today, history seems to repeat itself, but with new dynamics. Every conflict has its historical roots. Today, we witness a resurgence of nationalist and protectionist sentiments in many nations. This leads to rivalry between powers, such as the United States and China, which could trigger a global conflict. Tensions between major powers are not the only cause. Economic crises, social injustices, and inequalities contribute to a climate of insecurity. The hotspots of tension in today's world are numerous. From wars in the Middle East to territorial disputes in the South China Sea, each region presents a mosaic of challenges. These local conflicts can have global repercussions. Every time a conflict erupts, there is a risk that other nations become involved. Alliances can change rapidly, and a small spark can ignite a global fire. The resulting humanitarian crises should not be underestimated. Millions of people are forced to flee their homes, creating migratory flows that strain host nations. The technology of modern warfare. Modern warfare is characterized by rapid technological evolution. Drones, autonomous weapons, and cyber warfare are changing the face of conflicts. The capacity for destruction has increased exponentially. Today, we do not only fight on the battlefield. Cyber warfare has become a reality, and a cyber attack could paralyze an entire country without a shot being fired. This radically changes the dynamics of conflict. Autonomous weapons also raise ethical questions. Should we allow a machine to decide who lives and who dies? The future of warfare is a growing concern. The consequences of a world war. If World War III were to break out, the consequences would be devastating. Not only in terms of human losses, but also of environmental and social impacts. Previous world wars have shown that a large-scale conflict has long-term effects. Wars do not only affect soldiers. Families, communities, and entire nations suffer lasting traumas. Refugees, economic crises, and social tensions can persist for decades. The destruction of infrastructure, loss of human lives, and economic collapse can create a cycle of instability that is difficult to break. Diplomacy and the role of the United Nations. In an attempt to prevent large-scale conflict, diplomacy plays a crucial role. The United Nations and other international bodies were created to promote peace and cooperation among nations. Diplomatic negotiations are essential for resolving disputes. However, their effectiveness depends on the willingness of nations to collaborate and find compromises. Economic sanctions and diplomatic pressures can also be used to deter nations from taking aggressive actions, but these measures often have unexpected consequences. Propaganda and the role of media. In an era of global communication, propaganda plays a significant role in shaping public opinion. The media can influence the perception of conflicts and the nations involved. Social media has amplified the spread of news and misinformation. The manipulation of information can create divisions and increase tensions between nations. In this context, developing critical awareness of information sources and promoting responsible journalism is essential. The economic influence on global tensions. The global economy is interconnected, and economic crises can contribute to geopolitical tensions. Competition for natural resources, such as oil and water, is one of the main causes of modern conflicts. Nations can use resources as a tool of power. Limited access to vital resources can trigger conflicts, while economic cooperation can foster stability. In this context, sustainability and resource management become increasingly crucial to preventing future conflicts. The environmental aspects of conflict. Armed conflicts have a devastating impact on the environment. Wars can destroy ecosystems, pollute water resources, and contribute to climate change. War not only causes immediate damage, but also has long-term consequences for the health of the planet. Natural resource management must consider security and sustainability. In a world increasingly affected by climate change, international cooperation to address these challenges becomes fundamental. Youth and the future of peace. Youth play a crucial role in shaping the future. Their voice and activism can influence policies and promote peace. The young people are the generation that will live with the consequences of the decisions made today. We want a world of peace and justice, and we are ready to fight for it. Education, awareness, and active participation are powerful tools for young people in promoting a future without conflicts. The global perspective. World War III is a frightening idea, but it also offers us the opportunity to reflect on our actions. Global cooperation is essential to address current challenges. Peace is possible, but it requires a collective effort. We must learn to look beyond our differences and work together for a common goal. Peace is not just the absence of war, but an active commitment to justice and well-being. The prospect of World War III is frightening, but it is also an opportunity to reflect on our actions. We can choose to work together for a better future where dialogue prevails over war. Peace is possible, and it depends on us. Thank you for joining us on this journey. History is constantly evolving, and our commitment to peace is what can truly change the world.